Hello everyone, my name is Deckerlink the Trained Unprofessional, and welcome back to Panzer Hearts. We're nearing the end of this game according to that one playlist I looked at, but according to the story, we're just sort of slogging along as usual. We'll see what happens on this here episode, so let us get that down at that it. The assembly hall is exceptionally clean this morning. No stains on the floor and crane neatly in order. Among the cleanliness, huge tank pieces lie on the floor.
Good morning, Bastion. What do you think? It looks pretty clean, don't it?
It does look good. I'm happy we'll be able to get right to work. I was a bit frustrated with the mess yesterday. A shrewd smile appears on Hans's face.
Yes, I took care of the problem. Now let's get to work. You'll assist me today, as we're building the most sophisticated machine you've dealt with so far. This is a new tank our great engineers have developed to face the nasty encounters on the front of late. Unfortunately, the enemy has a tank our schnauzers have trouble dealing with. We need something bigger and stronger. Once you've learned to assemble these, you'll be of real use to our troops.
Yes, sir, that's excellent. How do we start?
The parts are already down the floor. Get on the crane and let's assemble this beauty.
Yes, sir. I'm so excited I nearly run into the crane operator's cabin. I've got a little surprise Hans doesn't know about yet. What is it, our promotion? I don't know. Anyway, let's put the engine on. Boom. Let's get this little boom. Let's put the fucking thing on the front. Caterpillar tracks. They work this time, thank God. Paint it up. Oom papa, mow mow. And that looks to be it.
Yay! We did it, Bastion. This tank is so big it can't fit on screen, apparently. Come marvel at this beautiful machine. She's a real beast. You can almost feel the power she has.
Hans lets his fingers across the surface of the tank.
We call her the Terrier. What a beauty she is.
She sure is, sir. I don't understand the sexualization of tanks. Tank feminism 2018.
As Terriers are energetic, determined, and independent, so is she. She can travel nearly 200 kilometers on a single tank of gas and reach speeds of over 45 kilometers an hour. It's quite an achievement for a machine weighing 54 tons. Our enemies have nothing to match her with.
That's amazing. I'm so proud of our engineers came up with something like this.
It's no surprise everyone knows we have the best engineers in the world. Long live our glorious scientific achievements.
He probably has a tank fetish. I certainly suspect that he has a fetish for long shafts. While I was at it, I made some changes in the engine. I replaced the aluminum engine block with the cast iron block. This makes the engine more reliable and more powerful. Oh, shit. I'll report to Colonel Lackman you assisted me in building this machine. Dismissed. Yes, sir. He did not like that. He didn't like that. What's that all about? I assisted him, but I built the tank, not Hans. I even used cast iron to make the engine better. He didn't do anything. He's taking the credit for my work? This isn't right. I should do something about it. I just don't know what. If I go talk to Conter, it'll seem like I'm trying to rise up the ranks. I need to talk to Hans. He can't treat me like this. I'll go back to the assembly hall and face him directly. That'll show him he can't mess with me. I walked back to the assembly hall full of determination. The Terrier was still where we left it. Hans is inspecting the tank and taking notes. Upon seeing him, I start to waver. Why am I angry at him anyway? He's just doing his job, and he's doing it well. We're all doing our parts for the final victory. We're on the same team. I duck behind a corner watching him. After a moment, Hans settles his papers and starts to head my way. I crouch behind the barrels and he passes me by without noticing me. He passes me, an envelope he carrying falls off the pile. Without hesitation, I pick up the envelope. I hear Hans mumbling under his breath. Finally showed that arrogant kid who's the boss around here. Oh, he resents us for rising up the ranks. God damn it. Now Ackerman will see that I'm a real engineer, not that chump. Who does he think he is, anyway? I worked for years to get where I am, and I don't plan on giving it away to some spoiled brat who pissed his pants when he heard the little gunfire. Oh, shit. I am, after all, the factory sergeant of this assembly hall. I deserve better. What is he talking about? Spoiled brat? Couldn't stand the war? I could kill him right now. There's no way I'm giving this piece of paper back to him now. Let him try to look for it on his own. Where's this paper anyway? I'll take a look. Ah, I scramble the envelope open and look at the paper inside. Ah, it's a blueprint of a tank. Never seen anything like this. It's very impressive. Everything about it looks different from any tank I've ever seen. First of all, it's huge. In the blueprint, it says it'll weigh 188 tons. But that's got to be a mistake. No tank can weigh that much. How can they even manufacture parts for something so unique? Are they halting Spitz, Schnauzer, and Terrier productions? What are you doing, Bastion? Yet again, Astrid managed to sneak up on me. I quickly hide the blueprint behind my back. I'm not sure if Astrid noticed or not. We appear to be blushing something fierce. Or is that my eyes? No? I don't know. Are you fooling around again? You just can't grow up, can you? Hello, Astrid. I was just inspecting this barrel. There's been manufacturing problems with the barrels lately. We think there's a mechanical failure at the plant. We're trying to pinpoint it by inspecting all the barrels for recurring faults. This one seems to be in order. I should move on to the next one. But isn't there a barrel right there? Why aren't you inspecting that one? I already inspected all of those. Moving on to the next area. See you later. Okay, weirdo. I walk as fast as I can, trying to get out of here before Astrid asks more questions. Wait, what are you doing today? I was thinking we could go for a picnic in the park. This is a much better question than I was expecting. Huh, that sounds great. Let's do it. I'm going to try putting my earbud in the other ear for a change. Holy shit. I'm not used to it, and it already feels fucking weird. Meet you at the zoo park under the flak tower? I can't put my earbud in this fucking ear. It's too different. It's too weird. Sounds perfectly romantic. Romantic? Suddenly I feel awkward. Heat rises to my cheeks and my awkwardness gets worse. I'm just teasing you. So the zoo park after the shift? Perfect. See you then. After cleaning up the assembly hall, I head to Conter's office. I need to talk with him about Hans. Frau Beller sits behind her desk. She always seems to be typing. Yes! Mechanic Bastion reporting. Yes, I recognize you. Do you have a meeting with the colonel? No, ma'am. I just figured he'd be here and I could have a few words with him. Bastion still doesn't seem to understand the etiquette or hierarchy of this factory. You can't just barge in and tell him you want to meet with the colonel. You need to have an appointment and a specific reason for your visit. Yes, but I just need a word. Let him in. Frau Beller flushes red and she makes a face. Okay, you heard him. Go right in. As I head through the door, Frau Beller starts to mumble under her breath. But I really need to learn some manners when the colonel treats him like this. I just don't get it. Conter sits behind his desk, carefully examining official-looking documents. Mechanic reporting, sir? Yes, Bastion. How are you? Conter doesn't raise his gaze from his papers. Sir, I wanted to inquire about my current progress as a mechanic. Sir, I made that tank today, not Hans. Well, if we come in and immediately like, that motherfucker? No, let's ask him about our progress. Do you mean your assistance in building the Terrier today? Yes, it was very good work. No faults during the test run, and the tank is already making its way to the front. Good job with that. In the future, you might be able to construct Terriers all by yourself. Thank you, sir. This is actually what I wanted to talk to you about. I think there was a miscommunication regarding how the tank was built. Conter finally lifts his eyes from the papers. What do you mean? I mean, sir, that the tank was actually built by me, not Hans. Conter rises from his chair and walks towards me. He starts to circle me, talking very, very slowly. Bastion, you will learn that in life there are many situations where credit is not the most important thing you should be looking for. But, sir, This you should already know. Never interrupt your superior. Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
In the military, as the factory is a military establishment, following the code of conduct is vital for a successful career. You need to learn the chain of command. You can't always say what you want to say. I'm telling you this as a friend, not your commanding officer. Yes, sir. That's a very good point, sir. Carter pauses his walk. I turn to face him, but am caught by a gaze that pierces right through me. I do not know how that tank was built today, and such small details do not interest me. You have to learn to get along with your fellow workers. Hans is a precision assembler, and clearly your superior. As far as the code of conduct goes, you should not step on his toes, which is exactly what you are doing by talking to me. Yes, sir. I understand, sir. I just thought maybe I can have an opportunity to prove my skills. You will have plenty of opportunities. Yes, sir. Dismissed. I leave feeling a bit better. Why would you feel better? I mean, Jesus. I did the wrong thing, I think, but now I know if I just keep doing the right things, I can prove my worthiness to Conter. It's all I need to hear. All I needed to hear. Jesus. Conter's office, right after Bastion's parter. This is troubling, troubling indeed. For once, I hope our intel is wrong. We're prepared as much as we can, now we just have to wait. Jesus. I get to the zoo parkland early enough to look around a bit. It's a huge park covering some 210 hectares. It's a weird mix of natural and man-made structures. Trees, stretches of grass, ponds, small waterways, and statues spread as far as I can see. The colossal Zoo Flak Tower looms in the southwest corner of the park, one of many flak towers in Daber. The reinforced concrete shines in the sun. It must be impenetrable. 4 twin mount 128mm flak guns inhabit the top level. It's a very protected zoo. As a contrast, in front of the flak tower is a large stretch of bright green grass. People are busy in the field, families having picnics, children chasing each other. I smile. Despite the war, life goes on. Hello, Bastion. What are you looking for? As always, Astrid suddenly appears behind me. I was just admiring the flag tower. It's quite a structure. Our enemies won't be able to get to us, not when we have these protecting our city. I hope you're right. Look, I brought us some treats. Astrid pulls a picnic basket covered in red and white checkered cloth from behind her back. With a flourish, she reveals the goodies inside. Pretzels, cheese, meat, a bottle of wine, and 2 glasses. Ooh, look at this. The label on the wine bottle reads Anubis Tier. Wow, where'd you get that bottle? Those are expensive. I got a friend who's a vendor. It's a gift he gave me after I helped him get his wife back. Anubis Tier is a special kind of red wine that only the priests of Anubis and the Empire's great southern vineyards are allowed to make. Very little is known about the manufacturing process of this particular wine. A widespread rumor says soldiers' blood is mixed into the grapes before fermentation. Jesus. I'm not sure anyone really believes that story. The wine has a distinctive creamy yet crisp taste, and has hints of mineral slate in it. Well, and that's what the experts say. I'm not really a wine connoisseur. Anubis Tier is known all over the world, and the people of the Empire are very proud of it. I thought I'd save a bottle for a special occasion, and this is perfect. Astrid, that's such a sweet thought. I can't wait to taste it. Astrid shoots me a mischievous grin, a hint of adventure and danger. Excitement builds in my body. We pick our way across the park, passing the other picnickers, and find a spot of our own. We finally find one near the canal, further from the flak tower and the people. Astrid sets down a blanket, and I open the Anubis Tier bottle. With such a precious bottle in my hands, I can't help but feel a swell of authority. I fill the glasses with the shimmering wine and hand one to Astrid. It sounded like it had fucking carbonation in it, Jesus. Also, I'm leaning way too far over. Thank you, my good man. You're welcome, milady. Ugh, Timpa the fedora.
Is it just me, or does Anubis tears sound like a screen name an edgy furry would use in a classroom, in a chat room? To the Empire. To the Empire. We toast and smile. I bring the glass slowly to my lips. I smell it first, and to my surprise, the smell really does remind me of slate. I don't know what slate means. Grinning, I take a sip. Even though I'm not a wine expert, I know a good wine when I taste it. It's full and creamy, yet at the same time crisp and subtle. It seems to find all the taste buds in my mouth and for an instant takes control of them. I close my eyes and dwell on the taste and even more on the idea that I'm tasting this fantastic wine with Astrid.
This is really good.
Yes, it is. I'm happy to am tasting it with you. I'm just thinking that, Astrid, this moment, it feels so perfect. We here in the park with the Anubis tear. We got lucky. A good wine is hard to come by during the war.
It's not luck. You got the wine for us.
I love your company, Bastian. Let's just enjoy the moment. Astrid smiles at me and tilts her head, then she leans close to me. I swallow hard, leaning in as well, incredibly conscious of the warmth of her face. She doesn't pull away, which is inches from each other when... a violent siren starts to wail. We both jump apart, startled out of our minds. The park is calm despite the siren. The people in the blankets are frozen in the moment. Children have stopped playing all of a sudden as if synchronized. Everyone looks up. Someone screams, "Air raid!" Oh my god! In the blink of an eye, people are gathering their things in a panic.
To the flag tower! There's shelter there!
People stampede towards the flag tower. Oh my god! Some shout, some are frozen in place, some push others to get there first. One woman is dragging her children so fiercely their feet barely touch the ground. I take a few steps toward the flag tower. Let's get to the shelter, quick! No, I know a better place. Follow me! We're far away from the fucking flag tower. The flag tower is firing in the planes. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Let's follow Astrid. If she knows a better place, then presumably she means a place that's close by, so let's go there. Let's go! Astrid starts to run towards the canal, away from the flag tower. I follow her, hoping she knows what she's doing. Dark dots appear in the sky, growing bigger with alarming speed. Screams unleash around me and the flag tower starts to fire. I glance at the flag tower and I see a queue of people lined up in front of it waiting to be let in. Bastian, hurry, we're almost there! I'm running as fast as I can! Then there are the screaming sounds of the bombs falling. This wasn't supposed to happen! We reach the edge of the canal. There's nowhere to go. What are we doing here? I need you to get down as fast as you can! You want me to jump in the river? Is that your great plan? Shut up and follow me! A high-pitched whistling sound of bombs about to hit close to us! Just jump! We jump down to the ledge. There's a powerful explosion behind us. What? We crouch in a small tunnel. It's not lit, but a small patch of light filters in through the cracks in the walls. Explosions shake the ground. Another one, this time much closer, causes the earth around us to shift. The tunnel falls into darkness. Instinctively, I hug Astrid. After a while, the explosions stop and an eerie silence fills the air. That's never happened before. How is this possible? I don't know. I'm so scared. Should I try to comfort her? Yes! Fucking hold her, goddammit! Astrid buries her head into my lap. Not the time. For a while, I just hold her. It's okay, we're safe. It's over. Astrid sobs quietly. I'm so glad I was with you when this happened. I can't imagine how scared I would have been if I were alone. Me too, Astrid. I was already panicking when you told me to follow you. You saved us. You were the strong one. I brush a lock of hair from Astrid's forehead. I don't know about that. I was kind of panicking too. I just had an idea and started running. It wasn't heroism, just a survival instinct. Yes, but you took me with you. You didn't just care about yourself, you cared about me too. I bop Astrid playfully on the nose. You little survivor. Stop it, that tickles. Astrid pushes my hand away and rolls off my lap. I'll show you. Astrid jumps on me, pushing me down on my back. She starts tickling my nose. How's it feel to be teased, huh? Whoa, what the oh, look! There's hearts in her eyes! Panzer hearts? I don't know. Panzer hearts 2 Berlin Wall. Jesus. Oh, stop it! I lock her hands down and look her in the eye. Our faces are just a few inches apart. Bastion, we should see how things are. It's almost impossible for me to hold myself back from kissing her. My body aches for her touch. She must have noticed my excitement already. Yes, right, that's a good idea. Don't worry, we can pick this up later. I just want to see how things are. It's very true, let's go. We get up and head to the entrance. Astrid pushes the branches covering the opening inside. Bright light floods in. I glance behind us. What in low light seemed like a short hole turns out to be a long tunnel with no end in sight. We climb out into the sun. Oh my god. The park is devastated. Craters gape angrily into like open sores. Torn blankets, overturned baskets, and charred bits of food dot the field like fallen leaves. The most gruesome sight is next to the flag tower. Human bodies, corpses, are scattered around the entrance. They're the ones who didn't get in time. People are running, shouting, wailing through the haze of smoke and debris. Only the flag tower stands intact. Only small scars visible on top. It's been designed to withstand these kinds of attacks. The rest of the city and the people are not. By the light of Hathor, I have no words. I don't think there are words for moments like these. Let's see if we can help. We start running towards the flag tower, and my body is heavy. It's not doing what I tell it to do, and I stumble and fall to the ground. As I try to get up, my hand presses on something soft. It's that teddy bear again! It's a small toy bear, one arm missing, and it's burnt black. Just like the one I saw at the factory. And the one that had blood on it. I take it with me. The stream of wounded seems like it never ends. But not all were so lucky to be merely wounded. The dead are carried to the other side of the building, where a huge pile begins to grow. A small child stands next to the bodies, staring at them. I walk towards her. I can't read that. I can't. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! That's not what I was expecting from this game! Oh my Jesus! I kneel down next to the child. The sight is as gruesome as it gets. She came to the park to have fun, and now she's standing there next to her dead mother, who's in fucking half! Oh my god! I lift the child up and hold her tight. This kind of thing shouldn't happen ever to anyone. I have no idea what I'm supposed to say. How can anyone say anything in a situation like this? She will wait for you in the afterlife. The girl looks at me with tearful eyes. Mommy. There's a child here. I'll take care of her. Thank you for your help, sir. Follow me, my dear. We must move quickly, lest those evil planes come back. The nurse takes the child into her arms and carries her away. As they enter the flag tower, the child glances back at me with desperation. Where will she go from here? I return to Astrid. It was beautiful how you helped that child. I'm at a loss for words. Astrid hugs me. She holds me tight as the chaos unfolds around us. They bombed the capital. They missed Mom's place, thank God. We got lucky that the buildings around here didn't get bombed. You should go and check to see if your mom is safe. It would have been awful if something happened to her. You sound weird. What's wrong? It's just that my mom isn't doing so well. I don't know how to talk to her. Do you think it's impossible? There must be a way for you to reach her. Astrid, you don't understand. She just sits there and dreams of the afterlife. She never goes anywhere, never talks to me other than to complain. Oh, Bastian, she's still your mother. She cares for you very much. I'm sure of that. Astrid hugs me. Bastian, don't worry. It'll be fine. After everything that happened today, I can't help it. I can't hold back my tears. Astrid, I was thinking... I don't want to sound impolite or intruding, but I don't want to be alone. I don't want to go home. It doesn't feel like home. Do you want to come to my... You're just gonna fucking ignore your mom? Really? Do you want to come to my place? Nerves nearly clogged my throat. Could I really stay with you tonight? Well, it's a bit messy. If that's fine with you, then of course. Thank you, Astrid. Wow, we're not even gonna check on our own mom after a bombing to make sure that she's alive. We pass by my mother's house and continue to Astrid's place. The bike ride through the burning city feels surreal. Is this really happening to us? Astrid's apartment isn't far from Mom's, only about two kilometers. We walk there in silence. After the relief of not having to go home, I start to get excited. I'm relieved I don't have to go home. We enter her apartment, and it is, as she said, a bit messy. Hers is a one-room apartment with a small kitchenette. There isn't much furniture, just the modern basics. Still, she used the space effectively. This is it. Sorry if it doesn't meet your standards. Come on, Astrid, it's just fine. It's actually quite similar to our place. And I love how you've used the space so well. There really isn't anything else for me to do with it. With my small salary, this is pretty much all I can afford at the moment. It's lovely here. I feel like I can tell how creative you are. Whilst looking at the kitchen, I lift a kettle from the stove and the handle comes off. The kettle drops to the floor, spilling coffee all over. Oh, shit, I'm so sorry. Don't yell, the neighbors will wake up. It's just coffee, not a uranium isotope. Wait, what? Kuya, best husbando. Thank you for the subscribe, I think that's what that was. I don't really know. Nothing. There's a bang on the wall. Say. We both start laughing. It feels so good to laugh. Shut up, BriAnna! Trying to sleep! You're trying to sleep right after a fucking bombing, you goddamn selfish prick. We do our best to stop laughing. We fail a couple of times until we finally manage to calm down. After cleaning the floor and doing our evening duties as silently as possible, we head to bed. We're very close to each other. The bed's too small for anything else, as gentlemanly as I try to be. It feels a bit awkward. Oh, good night then. Oh, my, look at that, sexy outfit? Whatever. Good night, Bastian. Astrid shuts off the light. I thought the darkness would make it easier since I wouldn't be able to see her. Instead, I feel the warmth of her body emanating around me. Oh my. It's really hard to sleep this close to Astrid. Astrid, you sleep? No, I'm still awake. What is it? I was wondering... Oh... I'm sorry, this might sound crazy. I don't want to offend you. What is it, Bastian? It was just... Jesus. Well, let's give it a shot. Can I hold you? Yeah, this is way too business as usual for what just happened. I would be in a fucking ditch somewhere, covered in petrol on fire. Like, it would not be good. Yes, you can, Bastian. Oh, man. She moves closer to me and I take her in my arms. My heartbeat shoots through the roof. Other things shoot up too. Oh my. The first time that this is... Astrid, did you fall asleep? No, I'm awake. Astrid, please don't be angry with me. Why'd I be angry at you? I just had another question I wanted to ask. Go ahead, Bastion. Man, we already almost did it twice. Let's fucking ask. Oh, Jesus, this is... Thank God for that long hair, because... Oh my. I shouldn't say anything. For a moment, my heart drops. And then she rolls on top of me and kisses me. And you're under the covers now. Oh my, she doesn't hesitate at all. Then I take the initiative. Her soft lips are on mine. She presses her body against me. This is what it must be like to touch the divine. Touch the divine. What the fucking kids call it? I wake up to a noise. Sounds like someone's shuffling through papers. Astrid, what are you doing? Hi, Bastion. I just went to the bathroom. I'll wash my hands and come back to bed. Okay, come back soon. After a couple of minutes, she joins me back into bed. I was waiting for you. I'm so happy to be next to you, Bastion. Me too, Astrid. Me too. We soon drift back to sleep. That night, I had no nightmares. I would have nothing but nightmares. Jesus. Oh my. Thank you all very much for watching this episode of Panzer Hearts. Got very, very emotional there, but we'll see how this goes in the next one. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I have been the trained up professional. Speak for the voices in my head when I say, fare thee well. Bye, everyone. Jesus, titty fucking Christ.